Hey everyone, this is Max Steingart broadcasting live, and I want to welcome all of you to another special free training. And today we want to demonstrate to all of you just how quickly and easily you can be talking to perfect prospects about your business every day. We're going to demonstrate a few things. In fact, I've asked for a couple of volunteers to show you how simple and easy it is for you to be able to reach out, connect with anybody on any social network, be it Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest, it doesn't matter, and have a conversation with someone. Begin with text, move to the telephone, move to a face-to-face meeting, it doesn't matter. Every day, I typically work with 3 or 4 of my coaching clients, and while I'm logged into their account, I see things that are literally changing every day. We see things that weren't there yesterday. During boot camp, we're experiencing the same thing. See, the social media world changes every day. Every day. And in the last 90 days, Facebook and LinkedIn have changed dramatically. And for those of you that have ordered my Endless Free Leads 2017 program, we've got an email going out to all of you, almost 14,000 of you, that we're finally able to polish off the balance of the training on LinkedIn and Twitter, because enough new things have come in off of LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is directly connected to Twitter, that I feel comfortable sharing it and adding to the mix so that you all have things that you can do on LinkedIn. You've never been able to do it before. And at the end of the day, it's going to enable you, it's going to empower you to talk to more people. So the bottom line is every day, don't be surprised if things change. Every day fortunes are being made by entrepreneurs just like you. The network marketing world is also changing every day, and either you keep up or you fall behind. Now, you're about to discover the fast and easy way to build your business. You can do it in less than an hour a day. We're going to share with you how the top earners in your business are attracting leaders, they're attracting customers all around the world. I'm asking for some volunteers. We're going to log into some of your accounts. We're literally going to reach out to some of your prospects, some of your friends, and we're going to show you how quickly you can start a conversation that in less than 15 or 20 minutes can result in a new customer, result in a new sale. So I want to ask all of you a question. What brought you into your business? Inspiration or desperation? Type it in the question box. Inspiration or desperation. By the time we're done, we're going to change. For those of you that's a desperation, we're going to change that to inspiration. What if you knew that you could walk into a room every day and there were 500 people in the room and you could pick out the 50 people that would get into business with you as customers? How would that make you feel? What if you could walk into a room with 1,000 people and be able to pick out the 200 people in the room who are looking for a business opportunity and they would love to get involved with you? How would that make you feel? What would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? If you could literally walk into a room, identify someone that clearly needs what you have, and walk out with a customer every single day. And the process can happen like that. You see, in social media today, fast is quickly becoming the new normal. And when we talk about fast, we're talking about immediate. For those of you that are new, for those of you that are here for the first time, I want to welcome you. And you're about to see something that everyone is calling the next evolution of social media lead generation for network marketing professionals. It's going to revolutionize how you cost effectively generate quality leads. The truth is that leads are free. Leads are free. How you can connect with ideal prospects on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on YouTube, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. and build personal relationships instantly and successfully build a global and profitable home-based business. What I'm about to show you is going to blow you away if you're here for the first time. And if you're here, if you're a repeat visitor, you're going to see some new things because every day these things change. If you want a lead generation methodology that anyone can do, that is totally affordable because leads are free, that's fun and easy, that is global, and that really works fast, this is it. Now, over the last 10 years, because of the internet, network marketing has gone through a radical transformation, and not necessarily in a good way either. Nowadays, everyone's got a system. Lead capture pages, autoresponders, contact managers, online presentations, etc. But for most people, it's simply not working. So I know how you feel. You see, what used to work in building a network marketing business no longer does. You're all facing 3 challenges. Every network marketer faces 3 challenges. 1, how can I cost effectively generate high quality leads of qualified prospects who are truly interested in the home business opportunity? 2, how can I quickly connect with them through social media? And 3, how can I build a personal relationship with them so they get involved in my network marketing business? Now, the fastest growing top earners in network marketing and the biggest affiliate marketers will tell you they owe their success to social networks like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, because those social networks give them access to so many people. They have teams of people enrolling their best new customers and reps. They're all doing it in less than an hour a day. And their new recruits, hey, they're doing the same thing within a few days of joining their business. But no one is really willing to tell you how they're doing it unless you're on their team. So I'm going to show you how they're doing it, and I'm going to show you how you can do it too. First and foremost, I want you to think mobile, because 80% of your communication with folks, 80% of your online business building activity can be conducted from a phone. Any phone. As long as you could hook it up to the internet. As long as you could get a Facebook app, a LinkedIn app, a Twitter app, a YouTube app. Then I want you to think texting, because texting is the way you talk to people. You type, they type. You type, they type. Talking and texting, same thing. And then I want you to think big, because you can build your business anywhere in the world your company does business. Tonight, we're going to show you exactly, step by step, how you can instantly connect with perfect prospects. People that you know in advance need and want what you have. Connect with them and then communicate with them at will. Connect, communicate, qualify by asking a few casual questions. Learn what they need, learn what they want, and then close a sale. And you can do the whole thing in less than an hour a day. Now, Facebook is going to give you free access to 1.86 billion people, and 93% of them are mobile. LinkedIn, 467 million professionals, and 58% of them are mobile. And then we got Twitter, with 310 million active users, and 80% of them are mobile. So you clearly have access to over 2 billion people, and there are tools that you can use to filter down and pull out perfect prospects for your business. People that you know in advance need and want what you have. The truth is, today millions of people are making money on these social networks, and so can you. To be successful, all you have to do is connect with the right people who need or want what you're selling and talk to them. It sounds like an oversimplification, but the truth is, that's really all you have to do. You can create an avalanche of new business on these social networks with your phone right now. Have people lined up to talk to you about your business at will, on demand. You ask any $1 million earner in your company about this, and they'll tell you, it's not what works in network marketing. It's what duplicates. It's what duplicates. What we're going to share with you will enable you to bring somebody into your business on Monday. By Wednesday, they're bringing in their friends. And by Friday, it's going deeper. Now, when your new recruits experience immediate success, they get excited and they stay in your business. Now, the dilemma for a lot of you is that Facebook and LinkedIn are under construction. So I don't want you to panic about all of these changes because I've got you covered. I am in the trenches every day. We're seeing what's happening on Facebook. We're seeing what's happening on LinkedIn. We're adjusting, we're changing some things, and we have come up with some amazing features, some amazing tools, and some amazing Facebook applications, and LinkedIn as well, that are going to empower you to talk to more people. We're going to share with you all you need to know about Facebook. We're going to share with you all you need to know about the new LinkedIn. That's right, it's new. And that includes their new and improved and advanced live chat. Facebook and LinkedIn users are chatting with each other every day from their desktops, laptops, iPads, iPhones, and smartphones. And Twitter users, well, they're tweeting with each other on any of those devices. Chatting is exactly like talking, and it's got benefits. It's easier, it's more convenient, it's totally stress-free, and it's so much fun that it can actually be addicting to talk to people this way. Now, you can connect with someone you know or with complete strangers within minutes of logging into your account on any social network and start talking with them. And if you don't have a page on either site and you're beginning from scratch, well, you can begin connecting with perfect prospects within minutes of creating your page, and you can start talking to anyone too. This formula is behind the success of many of the top earners in every network marketing company. I spent the afternoon, I was kind of checking out the environment to see who out there is teaching social media and what they're teaching. And I can see the ripple effect. Some folks are already starting to teach what I'm sharing with you. And it's kind of interesting because they're teaching things that we introduced in November, December. And it's a whole new ballgame, folks. It's a whole new ballgame. It's a very, very simple formula that revolves around 4 C's. 4 C's equal big bucks. For those of you that want to be a 6-figure earner in your business and you want to do it this year, pay attention. 4 C's. Create a page. Most of you already have a page. Connect with people. Connect with your friends, people from your past, people that know you, and then communicate with them. Talk to them. Text back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And in the course of doing that, you're going to qualify people by asking a few casual questions. So the only people that you're going to talk to about your business are going to be people that you know clearly need and want what you're selling. And then finally, and this is the most important element, it's close. So with step 1, create your page. Take your existing page and fill in all the blanks and change your settings to make sure you're public. End of story. Step 2, connect with people. Now this part really gets to be fun. Because when you connect with people, you want to connect with the people you know. And once that list starts to build, you can connect with the friends of your friends. And while we're doing all of this, we're going to connect with people we want to know. People that clearly need and want what we have. People that clearly would love to get into our business. And then once you've connected with them, it's all about communication. And that is what we are going to focus on tonight. Because I want to share with you just how fast you can be talking to someone. Talk to someone at your convenience. Identify perfect prospects. Qualify them with questions. Discover their problems. Let them tell you their story. Identify their needs. Bring them into your business. And finally, close. Talk to 5 to 10 people every day. Use your tools to present your business. Make a sale every day. And then, and this is critically important, take your business to the next level and help your new recruits duplicate the process. And it's something that you can do. It's something you can teach. After someone has answered your first question, which is, what do you do? And you know what they do. Simply follow the additional questions provided in the Social Networking Scripts book to qualify them as a customer, serious business builder, or a referral source. My formula will have you connecting with perfect prospects on Facebook or LinkedIn and Twitter and talking with them about your business at will, whenever you want to do it. Actually, we'll have people lined up to talk to you. Now, the best part about this is it's not technical. It's not complicated. All you need is a free, simple profile page. And you can start connecting with perfect prospects for your business in seconds and start conversations. The top earners in your business will tell you to succeed in network marketing, you must talk to people. The top earners will tell you, you want to be successful? You must talk to 5 people about your business every day. And you can do that easily in less than an hour. As a matter of fact, if you want to be wildly successful, you must talk to 10 people about your business every day. And you can do that in an hour or 2. With mobile applications, you can talk with perfect prospects where you are, where they are, and whenever you want. Texting, chatting is the fastest way to talk to more people, increase sales, and eliminate rejection through the entire process. With so many choices of people to talk to, there are no excuses why you can't text or chat with perfect prospects every day. And when you apply simple attraction marketing principles to your online activity, you can be making sales immediately. Now, there's a lot of great information available to you out there that can produce results for you on social networks over time. What I'm going to share with you is faster, it's easier to do, and it produces immediate results. Simply follow the formula, and it will fill your sales funnel with eager prospects who are ready to buy from you right now. I'm going to share a couple of success stories with you, not because I'm trying to impress you. I want to impress upon you what you can be doing. Andrea got 1 new recruit an hour and 15 minutes. Somebody sent her a friend request. He saw something she posted about making money on the internet. She friended him. They had a conversation. I told him a quick chat would be good, so I called him. Ended up giving him the links to my business. By 5 p.m. he was in. 2 years ago, in October, Suzanne was in our October boot camp. Suzanne, over the last 5 years, has been in probably 8 network marketing companies. She has bought into all of the popular social media trainings out there. None of them ever work for her. She goes through boot camps. She goes, oh my God. So she Skyped me because she's from the UK, and she wanted to know if I would work with somebody in my coaching program in the UK, and I said, sure. Her goal was to make enough money. She was in a bad relationship, to move out, control her own finances. In our first coaching session, we identified that she, in many cases, was talking to the wrong people. In the second coaching session, we identified some of the things that she was doing wrong. We pointed them out to her. And in the third session, we found now that she's talking to the right people, she's still not asking the right questions. She's not doing a very good sales job. And so once we focused on that and got her to a point where the whole process was comfortable, the whole process was easy, she went to town. 60 days after our private coaching session, she was the number 2 recruiter in her company. 11 months later, she was a 6-figure income earner in her business. I went up to Orlando to say hi. It's only about a 3-hour drive. And when Peter Wolfing, the founder of the company, found out that I was coming, he invited me to do a training, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And I came to find out that the number 1 recruiter and the number 3 recruiter had been through my boot camps about 4 or 5 years ago. It was really nice. Terry, 7 new recruits in 4 days. And all you need is a Facebook page. Facebook page. The comments were coming in fast and furious. He couldn't believe how fast it goes. This simple formula will have you connecting with perfect prospects and talking about your business at will. Well, Mark in New Zealand was on a webinar. Someone just liked something he posted. He sent him a message, follow the script, sign him up in the business. Made a post yesterday with a nice picture and commented, I'm ready to help 3 more people retire early. He got several replies, signed up 3. In our December boot camp, Marissa, 13 new recruits in 10 days. It's fast, it's easy, and it's fun. And for those of you that are afraid to go to your warm market, think again. Clarence sent me this in January. Max, I've mastered bringing people into my business. Glad you're still available until the 14th. Thanks. I'm finally on my way to becoming a millionaire. Friends that didn't believe in me before, seeing him in action now. There is always time for you to chat with someone. Sonny was in our February boot camp. He's only working his business 10 hours a week. He had 2 business builders. He spoke up in boot camp. He says, Max, I got these 2 women. They're working so hard. They're doing such a fabulous job. I don't have time to find new people. And my advice to Sonny was, Sonny, steal 15 to 20 to 30 minutes from some other activity. Find the time. Well, he found another hour and ends up with 2 more business builders. One of them was a seasoned, experienced network marketer. Now, his company primarily believes in party plans. Invite people over to your house. Well, Sonny didn't want to do it that way. Sonny said, there's got to be a way to do it on social media. And I said, there sure is. There sure is. So we showed him. And then he sends me this. Last Saturday, I had a home party in Vegas for a new builder in my business. I'm in Minnesota. We did the entire home party online. They had 8 people attend, and all 8 are now in my business. 7 wanted to be business builders. So in the space of 1 boot camp in roughly 2 weeks, he's got 30 people in his business, all excited about building their business on Facebook. Now, we're going to show you how live chat can produce immediate results. You make a post, people react and respond. Now, there's a lot of people out there teaching all kinds of material, all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, see, it's not about how many people like your articles, your posts, your blog posts, your videos, or what you say. That's not what it's about. It's about how many people you talk to each and every day. You can talk to people on demand who will want to know more about what you're marketing or selling. Millions of eager professionals are talking to you right now. Now, there are 5 reasons people create a profile in the first place. They're there to find a date. They're there to connect with their existing friends or make new ones. They're there to network. They're there to maintain relationships with family and friends or create new ones. And they're there to sell. So it's easy to clearly identify the people you want to talk to and their online agendas by the details they provide about themselves and their daily visible activity. Imagine scrolling down a list of chiropractors and be able to pick out the ones who clearly are looking for business opportunity. It's easy to pick out the network marketers. Their products are all over their page. Customers, people who you know in advance, use a similar product. Yours are better. Unhappy network marketers and affiliate and internet marketers, my God, there are millions and millions of these people. Facebook and LinkedIn are big bowls of candy. They're virtual gold mines. Gold mines of prospects that you could reach into any time from any place. So think about it. If you know in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling and you develop a relationship with them before you talk about your business, you're going to sell to more people. Connecting with the right people is as easy as picking a green M&M from a bowl of candy. You simply have to remember, throughout this entire process, treat other people like you'd like to be treated. Now, the people you want to talk to on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, any social network, all fall into one of three categories. One, they're the people you're connected to and you actually know them. And that's usually a small percentage of the people we're connected to. Second, the people you're connected to and you don't know them. You've never talked to them. You have no idea who they are, but somehow you're connected. Maybe it was when you were in that add a friend phase. And third, everybody else. Now, there are people you want to talk to in each group. And there are people you want to avoid in each group. And the sooner you learn how to tell the difference, the better. And it's not hard. Steve, his first week, brings somebody into the business. She brings in 12 people. By the end of the month, he's got it down. He's 3 people in one day. The key to success in your business on any social network is to realize that a certain percentage of the people on them are predisposed, eager, ready, and willing to talk to you, buy your products, or get into business with you. So if you know in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling by the contents of their profile, and you developed a relationship with them before you talk about your business, you're going to sell to more people. Instead of wasting time and reaching out to a bunch of people who will never buy your products, there are simple ways to find and perfect ways and means of attracting the people who want to buy your products before they're contacted by your competitors and they buy from them instead. It is easier to connect with the people in your warm market online than any place else. It's also easier to connect with the strangers you want to know when their profile says they're a perfect prospect for your business. Strolling down a list of chiropractors, you can pick out the people who would buy your products. Strolling down a list of registered nurses or school teachers, you can pick out the people who are looking for business opportunity. You can identify perfect prospects as easy as you could reach into that bowl of candy and pull out a green M&M. And then it's a numbers game. Law of numbers says when you first begin prospecting and recruiting and marketing on any social network, you must qualify your prospects in order to find the people who are open to listening and responding to your message or your opportunity. Now, if you spend a lot of money on lead capture pages and funnels, well, you don't have to throw them away, but we're going to help you save the money on the leads. Leads are free. We're going to show you how to select your own prospects on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. We're going to show you how to qualify them by asking some casual questions. They don't even realize you're doing it. And we're going to show you how to close a sale. And that new distributor of yours can duplicate the process within 24 hours. Law of numbers works in your favor when you know in advance that someone needs and wants what you're selling. So once you're connected, it only takes a few questions to move someone through the qualifying process. When you ask the right questions, you're going to make more sales faster. Now, many of the prospecting and recruiting strategies I invented with the formula years ago are still being successfully used today on all of the social networks. When I wrote the book, best-selling book in 2005, Make the Internet Your Warm Market. Well, Facebook had started the year before, and at the time it was only worth 2 lines in the book. Today, your social network is your digital warm market. So live chatting with others on any social network is not only the simplest way to sell something, it's the fastest. Warning, however, having access to over 2 billion people and professionals around the world means nothing if you're not talking to the right people. Remember, you're not trying to make a sale when you talk to people. You're trying to determine if there is an opportunity to make a sale. Now, what I want to do is let me look in the question box really quick. All right, Robin, shoot over to me your the login and password for your LinkedIn account, and we'll play around with that a little bit, okay? All right. So what I want to do is I want to demonstrate just how fast this whole process goes, okay? Now, the other day, let me see, maybe he's here. Okay, the other day, we actually did this live. Scott, who is a registered nurse, had reached out, and he's one of my coaching clients. That's why you're seeing this. Had reached out and sent a friend request to Diana. And Diana, sometime today, changed her picture. 3 hours ago. So, if we wanted to send a message to her right now, we could actually start a conversation. Let's go ahead and read about it. Okay? She is, well, she loves Jesus, talks about her family, professional realtor, passionate about helping people buy or sell. Recently joined Plexus as an ambassador, that's a network marketing company. Currently working on a coaching, consulting, mentoring ministry for young women. We know all about it. So we come back over here. Now what was interesting is notice the friend button is, she's a friend. But when we looked at the page to see what happened, she wasn't a friend. As a matter of fact, she had she didn't accept this friend request. The tab here, see when you send someone a friend request, it goes from plus friend to friend request sent. And then when they accept you, you get this, friends. We expected to see the sent friend request unchecked. But no, she turned them down. Turned them down completely. So when you send a message on Facebook to someone that you don't know and you have no mutual connections, what happens, it doesn't go to your mailbox. It goes to a separate place where a person has the opportunity to accept the message, in which case they're opening the door to communication. Or they could decline it. Well, she accepted the conversation request, but she canceled the actual friend request where they would be connected. So he wrote to her on the 21st. On the 23rd, she accepted. And then that was it. He says, well, how can we get this thing started? I said, it's up to you. Once that connection is made, to get things started. So this was in March. This was in March. Nothing had happened for almost 3 weeks. And so I said, Scott, let me show you how quickly you can start a conversation. You've already got the connection here. Notice over here, Diana was active an hour ago. Now, this little blue circle with the white eye, when you click on that, we can open that up and make it bigger. Click on it, smaller. Here's where you can change some things and you can see the profile. You gotta love what Facebook has done with Messenger. So, I said, Scott, let me show you. Now, of all the things that she had on her page, one of the things that was clearly of importance to her was her religion, her relationship with the Lord, and the fact that with all the things she does, she was a Christian life coach. And if you want to start talking to somebody and get them to respond right away, talk to something that they're interested in. Find their hot button. So I'm doing the typing here. Diana, I'm fascinated by what you do. How long have you been a Christian life coach? We wanted to give her an easy thing to answer. She could put in a number. So now she writes back a few years now. What do you do? So this was at 9:51. And this was at 9:53. We're talking about 2 minutes. When people ask you when you ask somebody what they do, it's predictable. 85% of the time, they're going to come back and ask you what you do. And you're going to be ready because you're going to be saying the same things all the time. I've been in nursing, I'm typing, been in nursing for over 20 years and also have an internet business that will enable me to retire next year. You've certainly done a lot over the years. What prompted you to become a life coach? Now, we sent that at 9:58, 5 minutes later, and she writes back in a minute. Through my many life experiences and the many times I found myself in a place of encouraging others to keep the faith, I found it very satisfying to be used of the Lord in this capacity. 9:59, 10:06. Well, we were doing some other things. And so, that is wonderful. You certainly have been blessed. I used to dabble in real estate long ago. What kind of real estate do you sell? Now, she had to go. She says mostly residential condominiums, some investment in vacant land, very, very rarely a commercial property or business lease. My husband and I are the broker owners, and we've been in business together for 24 years. Have a great day. So right here, she's done. She's got other things to do. She's busy. But you can keep that conversation going when you're talking about the right things. So I type, 24 years working with your husband in the same business says a great deal about you and your relationship. I don't think I could ever work with my wife for 2 days, let alone a few years. LOL. Is your market seasonal? Or does it go all year? 10:10, 10:08, 10:10, 10:15. Honestly, I work with about 17 hours a day. Real estate is not a lazy man sport. That is for sure. In many ways, it's seasonal. However, I'm an extremely hard worker, and thus I'm always on the go and have many clients who reach out with many different needs, and they call on me for help. I love what I do. And as she keeps typing, I would think if you've been nursing for 20 years, you must love what you do. What is your internet business about? People will ask. Oops, working with my husband has its challenges, but we have learned to work through most of them. And then there are others that are always a work in progress. 10:16. Now we're over time. Okay, the webinar stopped at, we did this live. The webinar started at 10 o'clock, but we kept going. Just got a call and have to go. I enjoyed getting to know you. Catch you later. Have a great day. 10:20. 10:20. Well, we picked it up again on Saturday. Hope you're having a great day. What are your plans for Easter? This is the holiday strategy. And she wrote back a little later. My husband and I will be attending a church service with my sister and her husband and my brother and his wife. We will then be going out to a nice dinner. How about you? Wishing you a happy Easter on the Resurrection Day. Folks, it's fast. It's easy. It's fun. And you are in the driver's seat every time you ask a question. Now, I want to show you something. You see the bold? The bold indicates these are people that have written back to Scott. He hasn't answered. But as we scroll down this list, wherever you see a picture here, Rachel is online. We come down here. David is online. Andrea or Audra is online. You can scroll down this list and you can pick out the people clearly who would be open to talk to you. They're clearly visible. And the best part about this is these other people, they're hooked up to a cell phone. You send someone a great message and they will write back to you almost immediately. Almost immediately. I'm going to give you another example. We're going to jump over to LinkedIn, and oh my God, LinkedIn live chat. LinkedIn live chat. Let's go, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up. I want to go to first. I want to show you the new LinkedIn. Now, the new LinkedIn, look up here at the toolbar. All kinds of new elements, all kinds of new features, new searches, new ways to find your network, new ways to communicate with people. The profiles on LinkedIn have all changed. They're moving everything around. Equipment operator, surveyor, meter tester. You gotta love it. Go to Marissa's homepage. And she has all kinds of features. A lot of these features have been adopted by Facebook. This here, this is new. This is the messaging feature. They added the messaging feature back in September of 2015, but now, in the last 2 weeks, oh my God. It's like brand new. So let's come over here and we're going to take a look at a conversation that she had with Michael. Now, this is LinkedIn. She sends him a message on February 8th. They make a connection. What do? First part of my career, I worked in private business. Second part, I've been a teacher and a coach. How about you? This was on February 8th. So she wrote to him at 2:23. He answered at 3:21. You ask people what they do, they're going to ask you what you do. Well, the next day, I've been teaching elementary school for 16 years, but thanks to my internet business, I'll be looking to retire next year. How long have you been in education? 3 years, worked in business for 11 before the transition. 3:21. 3:21. You type, they type. You type, they type. You control things with conversation, with questions. Did you do anything after teaching, before teaching? Well, she got to him an hour later. Do you like working in education? What made you decide to change careers after 11 years? And he writes back a couple of minutes later. Well, 12, 13. Failing economy in the lumber business, and I really enjoy working with kids, especially in basketball. I do enjoy it, but also business. So what about you? Do you enjoy teaching? 4:58. What made you want to start a business? Well, a couple of days later, this was on the 8th, on the 9th, so the next day she writes back. I love teaching, love working with kids, but to tell you the truth, I'm fed up with the paperwork and non-teaching stuff they make us do. I guess that explains why I want to start my own business. Not to forget, they don't pay us very well, LOL. Having a growing internet business will enable me to retire, thankfully, from teaching by the end of the year. What are you going to do? What are you doing now, as your profile doesn't indicate what you're currently doing? 9:37. This was during our Ask Max session. He wrote back at 10:01. I took this school year off. I resigned in the summer due to some different personal things going on, divorce. I'm waiting for some basketball coaching jobs to start opening up to get back into it. In short, I'm between jobs right now. She's having a conversation as if she met somebody at the mall. I do agree that there are too many hours of the teaching day when teaching is not happening. That's why I like coaching, because it gives me the opportunity to teach on the basketball court. So I do some odd jobs like personal basketball training to take up the time while I wait for a new position. 10:01. Well, in the afternoon. Gotcha. Do your odd jobs support you financially in case a coaching position doesn't open up? And in the meantime, they do. I have some possibilities aligned in case a coaching position doesn't work out. But like everyone, my path has taken different turns throughout my life. I anticipate my path will twist and wind with many more unexpectations. In other words, I look forward to what unexpected journeys my life has to offer. You ask the right questions and people type up a storm. I do think it's fascinating that you have found an alternative way to retire early. And then later that night he writes back, I did like your profile listing as global entrepreneur and teacher. Found that very intriguing. Now he wants to talk to her. And people will be lined up to talk to you. Well, on the 21st. So, do you think you'll ever get bored with all the free time you're going to have once you retire? And that was at 9:55. 9:58. 3 minutes. Oh, not at all. There are some wonderful places to go, fantastic people to meet, and great shopping in foreign cities, LOL. Now, I'd be delighted to tell you all about internet entrepreneurship. What experience have you had with network marketing? He says, not much, but please feel free to lay it on me. 1 minute later. Not much usually means there's a story there, LOL. With your experience in business and coaching, you're a natural target for network marketers, so I'll bet you have some. Smile. What network marketing companies have you worked with? I really have. Now, this was a 10:01. This was a 10:03. I really haven't worked with any. My parents dabbled some when I was a kid. I've had friends get involved before, but I've never had any experience personally. 10:03, 10:12. All right. This is my first experience in network marketing. I'm working with a company in the health and wellness industry that has products I'd be recommending to people even if I wasn't getting paid. LOL. I'm working personally with a top woman earner in the company, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm doing almost all of my business building online, and have met some fabulous people in countries we do business with. I'd be happy to share what I'm doing because you asked. Wink. I'm very selective about who I share my business with. Would you like to know more about it? Now, ask yourself this question. Is there anything we're doing here that you couldn't do? And the answer is no. The answer is no. With your background in coaching and teaching and your business experience, you could do very well with this. 10:12. Well, should I be flattered that you're selective? LOL. 10:13. If it makes your day, sure. And we're both laughing up a storm. Well, it wouldn't hurt me to learn more now, would it? And it has now made my day. So, you pay someone a compliment. You make their day. You learn more about the other person. So we type it, and the thing is, you just don't hand the person, oh, let me show you the link. Check this link, call this number, check this video, get back to me. No. You want to find out more about the other person. Well, we're always learning new things every day, whether we like it or not. So, was that a yes? I'd like to know more. And he types yes. Well, I'd be happy to tell you all about it. In case you haven't noticed, I type with 4 fingers and 2 of them need spell check. I could send you a link to learn more about the company, and then we could talk. I'm better on the phone. If you're up to talking about it, would you be up for talking? I'd be happy to call you, or you could call me. What's your preference? 10:19, 10:22. Send me a link to check it out, and we can touch base once I take a look. So she's talking to somebody that is willing to take a look. We haven't determined the need yet, right? So, besides, you don't know what his circumstances are. He might not be in a position to talk to a woman on the phone. Maybe he's got a girlfriend. 10:19, 10:22. So she sends him the information. Sounds like a plan. Just go to the website. That should get you started. Let me know what you think. So I like the second link better. It's more spot on and to the point. 11:22, 11:24. All right. So now on February 23rd, good afternoon, Michael. Did you get a chance to look at the links? Do you understand how I make money? 4:46, 6:12. My daughter's been homesick the past few days. Haven't had an opportunity yet. I'll get with you once I do. Now, she writes back, I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter's homesick. I hope she recovers quickly. What's the nature of her illness? People will respond to you if they're interested in the subject. You ask them a question about something they're not interested in, or they're reluctant to talk about it, they conveniently don't answer. So on Saturday morning, we sent this out, okay? Hi, Michael, I was going to wish you a happy Easter and notice you've taken your picture off LinkedIn. What prompted you to do that? 140. Well, 217. Thank you. Happy Easter weekend to you as well. As for the picture, I wasn't a big fan of that picture. I took it down with the intention of putting up a new one, but as yet, I haven't found one that looks adequate for a career networking site. Your message reminded me that I needed to watch those videos, by the way. So for those of you that think you have to go out and give them the link and then you come back, hey, did you get a chance to watch a video? Did you get a chance to watch a video? Did you get a chance to watch a video? No. They know. Let me look in the question box. All right, now, let's do this. What I'm going to do is I want to share with you something live, all right? I'm going into my video library, a training center. And this was an actual session that occurred. Let me give you the background information, okay? I was doing a coaching session with Jeremy. Jeremy is a personal trainer who is also in the network marketing business. And he clearly is looking to build his network marketing business so he doesn't have to train as much. So in our first session, we logged into his account and we edited his picture. We changed it. We took the same picture. We cropped away the wood background. We brought his face forward more. And in 10 minutes, 19 of his friends liked it or made a comment. So I said to Jeremy, pick one of these people and let me show you how quickly you can start a conversation with somebody. Well, out of the 19, he picked one. The conversation goes for about 8 minutes. And at the end, we discover that she's just gotten started in Avon. She'd be open to looking at what he was doing. They scheduled an appointment to talk, and when they met a week and a half later, she signed up in his business. Watch the magic and ask yourself this question. Could you do this? And truthfully, the answer is yes. Anybody can do this. Women that like your new picture.
Shauna Lee's a good one, boy. I'd like to prospect her.
Okay, well, let's take a look at Shauna Lee. Have you talked to her before?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I just friended her like last week.
Okay, so you've never really talked to her on here.
I haven't talked to her on here. No, I haven't met her on that.
And you know what she does?
Last time I talked to her, she was a stay-at-home mom and worked for a calling center doing telemarketing.
All right? That's how easy it is. Every time you make a change, every time you do anything, as you just saw. And depending upon what she's doing, my guess is she'll start typing in a couple of seconds and she'll start telling you a story. This becomes so predictable. Now what you want to know is you want to know what she's doing these days. What did she do before? How does she like what she's doing? Now, every day that she looks at your page, she's seeing your posts. What happens is people begin to see these things. And one of the things that you want to post down here is, I'm ready to help 5 more people make their fortunes on the internet. She's going to look at your page, she's going to see this, and then she's going to start wondering, well, what do you do? What's this all about? So what we want to do is we want to reach out and look for new people. Okay. So look, I'm great. Let's make this a little bit bigger.
Wow, Max, look at that?
I work, I stay at home with my family. What about you? What are you up to? So you can tell her a little bit about what you do, but what do you want to know about her? Look at the answer that you got. You can say to her, well, how big is your family? How many kids do you have? She says, I work. What kind of work? That's what you want to know. You don't want to know where in Myrtle Beach do you live. I just working my butt off. What kind of work? Right back and we'll say, I'm grade 2. Growing internationally. So I'm cutting back on my personal training. Clients. Now we want to ask her a question. What kind of work do you do? We want to keep the conversation focused on what she does. And so the bottom line is, what kind of work does she do? But this is the kind of conversation that you could be having with people from your past, people from your present, or people that you just met yesterday. Now look, she just looked at it. And now she's going to come back. And as she gives you the answers to these questions, you're going to know whether or not you want to continue talking to her as a prospect. Doesn't mean I am the guest services manager. Sounds like fun. Like fun. Now we want to ask her a question. How long have you been doing that? That's the question. Now we want to answer her question. What kind of internet business? I work with an expanding company in the health and wellness industry.
It's almost like all the things I've hesitated to respond with because I didn't want to be specific, you're able to answer and still maintain being general.
Exactly. Now, we could say, what experience have you had with network marketing? But that keeps the subject on you and what you're doing. We want to find out, how long has she been doing that? About 1.5 years. What kind of work have you done before? When you ask somebody what they do, they come back and ask you what you do. You want to know, okay, I have always done customer service type of work. And we could say, I remember you were always very good with people. I took care of old people in Oregon for a few years and was going to become a nurse, but decided to move back to the East Coast. Now, we could just sit here and she'd pour out her whole story to you. We lived in Portland, Oregon for 4 years. We loved it there. Now, we can just kind of sit back and wait, because she's going to still type. You got to love this, right?
Yeah, all because you said the right things up front.
Right, and that's what we want to train you to do. Have you ever been to Portland?
No.
Okay. So we could say here, I remember you're always very good with people. Now, she's telling you she loves what she does. So we could stop. We could ask her, have you ever thought about doing anything else? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get her to indicate she's got a financial need.
Wow.
Now, isn't this nice that you could show, now she just told you what her need was. She just told you what her need was. And all you had to do was have the patience to wait for her to give it to you. So now we can write back and say, I'm adding a vacation in Portland to my list. And we'll put a little smiling face on it. Okay, now let's ask you a question. This is where you're going to use one of your transition lines. Something different. And you can say, a lot of people like me have turned to the internet. We're going to ask her, what experience have you had with network marketing? Okay, here we go. Now she says here, you trying to recruit me, LOL? I love it. Okay? And recruit you? No. But a lot of people like me have turned to the internet to make extra and full-time income. What experience have you had with network marketing? She brought it up. Now, in the meantime, you got all these people over here that are responding to your post. So you get to pick and choose who you want to talk to. If this conversation wasn't going the way you wanted, you could leave it, go up to the top of your page, look at your notifications up here, and find other people to talk to. Just as a result of changing your picture. Okay? Not much. I mean, I just started selling Avon for just a little extra cash. Would that be considered network marketing? Be still my heart. Would it be considered network marketing? Yes, it would. But there are easier ways than the Avon model. No home parties. With your background, you would do very well in type of business, but Avon is harder to do than what I do. Would you be open, this is permission marketing, to looking at what I'm doing? And you'd sure be fun to work with. Okay, we'll do a little LOL. Okay, pop that over, see what she says. This is textbook of of how this whole process works.
I've just been so stagnant, Max. You know, I mean, and what you're showing me right here, this is not anything specific with 1,500 different specifics to learn. This is the same simple model and process. It's just an art and a skill set that I have to learn, and then once I learn it, it's a matter of putting my own creativity in it, as long as I'm following the process, right?
Exactly, which is learning about the other person. Now, I'll bet you any amount of money that she'd be open to taking a look at it. Now, she's been recruited before. She came right at you and said, hey, are you trying to recruit me? Hey, I'm not trying to recruit you, but she just came back and said, hey, I'm trying to make some more money. You know, as her friend, that she's going to have to work really hard for her money, and what you're doing is easier and it pays better. Why wouldn't you want to tell her? Let's but I'm off on Sunday. You want me to call you on, you want her to call you on Saturday?
Sure.
Does she have your number? Saturday would be good. I look forward to talking to you.
She has been recruited. Look at that next comment.
Let's wait until we talk. What's your number? 9952. What's the best time?
After lunch. 2.
Now, do you have her number? What's your number? So I'll recognize it on my caller ID. So this is somebody that you knew in the past, hadn't spoken to in 2 years.
Right.
When you perfect this, what do you think this is going to do for your business?
Be like going to the park and throwing the football.
Exactly right. Exactly.
and I feel it. So thank you so much, brother.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you next time. All right. Now, was there anything that you saw happen here that you couldn't do? And the answer is no. The process is very simple. Create a page, connect, communicate, and close. It's like learning to dance. And once you get your page up, it's all about conversation. It's all about communication. You can easily be talking to 5 to 10 people each and every day. For those of you that have endless free leads, again, I want to remind everybody that the LinkedIn and Twitter sections are going to be uploaded this week. The daily process, we want you to watch the Get Started Fast video first, because many of you will start making sales right after you watch that video. Create, connect, communicate, and close. We cover Facebook, we cover LinkedIn, we cover Twitter, but the truth is it works on just about every other social network out there. Take an hour. Start reaching out to people you know. Change your picture and start talking to people. Find out what they're doing now. Reach out to other people and start conversation. And remember, throughout this entire process, you're not trying to make a sale when you talk to someone. You're trying to determine if there's an opportunity for you to make a sale. Be careful, because the more you get into this, the more fun it is, the more addicting it can be.